Hey there, my name's Luke and welcome to the video. Had to really think about this for a sec before I started, but I get it now. You see, in this life, you need to understand something. In order to preserve your peace, you need to see this, you need to hear this. When I say that you are alone in this life and that you will die alone, you should not feel dread over that. You should feel joy, because that means that no one else is going to affect your life and how you live it except you. That's not necessarily entirely true, but what I mean is that you do have freedom of choice. You have freedom to do whatever you like, for better, for worse. If you want to improve your life, you can do so. You want to cut people off and cut people out of your life, do that. If you want to move and ditch your family, friends, co-workers, job, and leave everything behind and move to another country, do it. You can do anything you set your mind to in this world, and you don't need anyone to tell you what to do. The scary part about that is that anyone can leave from your life at any time. Yourself, you can leave out of any relationship at a time, but so can others. And people can hurt you anytime. They can use their freedom to either help you or hurt you. What I'm starting to realize is that, I'm kind of in it for myself. So how do I do better for me? That's getting in shape. That's going out on a run, which I need to. It's freezing out, so I'm kind of, tied between that right now. That's doing some more push-ups, getting my muscles up, That means eating healthier food and trying to cut down some of this fat, That's getting better quality sleep. That's taking better care of my face hygiene and my facial hair, and potentially getting a better haircut, because right now, I don't know, it's all right. It's not ideal. But that's the world I live in right now. That's what I'm trying to do better as. Financially speaking, I'm trying to move out 100%. I did some more work there. I set up an Excel document of budgeting. And if you haven't done this already, you should do this. I don't care if you're 14 years old or you're 25. You need a budget calculator that you'll probably never use, but you need to understand it. So for me, I have, first of all, what are my assets? What finances do I have at this time? What's my net worth? And then from there, it's what is my current income with my current job? Gross, after taxes, before taxes, after taxes, with retirement factored in, future capacity. What is the outlook with my job right now as it stands? Then from there, what can I do to improve upon my financial situation? I have a concept, which is, your career, your side job, your side job, your hustle, your small business, your taking advantage of opportunities that come to you, all of those looped into one concept, an idea, a perspective on life, on how to apply the financial mindset in. I put that into a spreadsheet where I'm able to fill in those blanks on where that stands and what am I doing in each one of those capacities. And then I have an applied division where I actually have examples of applying those abilities to practical use. So I have freelancing on Fiverr, writing essays for people, learning how to build a website and making money building websites for people. Doing photography, that's a great hobby. But if I take photos for people and basically, it's $100 to $200 for the photos, that's cool, So those are the things that we can do. Then beyond that, we have expenses. But expenses in equity are broken down into three things. You have needs, which are, you have to do these to survive. That means eating, sleeping, healthcare, getting to work so that you can eat and sleep in a house or a home or housing, whatever you want to call it. Those are the needs, the expenses that you cannot live without. Then you have your secondary to that, which is equity, which is what expenses do I basically need in order to fuel income in the future. That means buying an education. That means buying a house and having that equate to a higher quality house in the future where you're able to sell and make a profit on that house. That means flipping a car. Not necessarily electronics, but let's say you buy a Pokemon card and it appreciates in value, or a baseball card or whatever. You're buying gold and the cost of gold goes up, which means you've made money on that. Yes, right now it's an expense, but you're building equity where you're able to resell it later for a higher amount of income. That's stocks, that's bonds, that's ETFs, that's even crypto. It's stupid. You have the potential to lose all of your money or worse, but you also have the potential to make money. It's an investment, equity. All right, and then the third one is wants. These are some things that I would say are an investment. They are equity because these wants are cologne. These are reading a book, buying a book. That's buying clothing. Not necessarily needed, but it has some potential value in the future to you that is so good that is worth its penny. And that's what truly matters. Is you need to find those things that not necessarily just make you feel good and make you feel happy in that moment. You need to leverage every dollar for the most amount of value it can provide to you, not just a 1-minute gratification. You need to get enjoyment out of what you just put in. Now, what is next? Well, now that you have your budget in place, what steps are you doing to apply this knowledge? For me right now, I'm gonna go apply for every loan imaginable or every grant imaginable in the state of Florida for housing, so that I'm able to see if I can buy a house, hopefully stack a couple options. Now, I never got a grant or a scholarship really for college. I didn't apply to enough, and the only ones I was able to get were from my church. And I greatly appreciate the ones I did get from my church, but they were like $250 every semester. That covers books. That covers a little bit of tuition. That helps me get to class in terms of gas money and tolls, but it's not a lot. And I'm very appreciative for what I had. I know it was very helpful in my youth, and with my paychecks that I used to get, every bit counted. But it wasn't a lot. And I'm in an opportunity now where I make a little bit too much from work, and potentially I may not be able to make a lot. I may not be able to qualify for down payment assistance on housing. I might be in that bracket where I don't make so much money that this is going to be easy for me, and I make too much money to obtain assistance from people. So that kind of sucks, but we'll work on it, Now, I'm starting to realize that in my life, I do have to just figure this stuff out. In terms of learning, in terms of bettering myself financially, in terms of diet and health, and making the best out of my day, having the most fun imaginable. Everything is in my hands, and I just need to apply it. I was trying to attribute these things to people, My parents should be teaching me more. My relationship should be giving me more value and meaning. My job should be giving me more financially. But I'm starting to realize that you can't just wait and be patient and be appreciative for what you've been given. You have to fight for everything that you have. You have to yearn for more. You have to have ambition. And that's what I'm trying to do. I will fight for what I have in the future. That sounds a little aggressive, but that's what it means. If you want something, you've got to take it. No, that sounds bad. If you want something, you have to reach out for it. Yeah, that sounds better. You have to ask for it. You can't just go around waiting for it to come up to you. You have to go out and get what you need. That's what I plan on doing soon. Going out and getting what I need. That's the goal. Anyways, that's it for today. I'll catch you in the next one. See ya.